Welcome to Rebuild Primetime, the fastest 5 minutes at Rebuild. Going to get you caught up with the action from last week, and of course, look ahead to the upcoming week that we have coming. First off, hockey season started in full last week. I thought I'd do a hockey flavor to our show today. Let's start with the Bull City Ballers, who beat Champs Are Here by a significant number of points. This is five straight for JB. Easy win here. Now sits a game up in the New Testament division. And just like the best player in hockey, Connor McDavid, Josh is showing the whole skill set this year. He can do it all. He can shoot, he can pass, he can play defense. He's doing the whole thing. Josh is looking really strong. Right now, the team to beat, dare I say, in this league. Well done, Josh. Looking at easy work, beating up on Team Jamad, dare I say, making it easy work. Just like Josh, Brandon Cruz an easy win in a game he was supposed to win. Now, there's been nothing fancy about Brandon's season. He's not the highest scoring team. He's not doing super fancy. What he is doing, he's winning the games he needs to win. He's taking care of some business. Much like our player right here. This isn't a fancy shot, just takes an easy shot, scores a goal, right? This is what we're looking to do. We're looking to score goals. We're looking to win games. So good work by Easy Work. Philadelphians beat up on Are We Counting Pancakes. It's a great win for James. Moves to 3-3, second straight win. Now tied for that final wild card position. And as for Grant, every time it looks like we get something started, maybe scores a goal, gets back in the game, then he has an issue, a little slip up, if you will, and has trouble standing on his feet. Grant is still tied at 3-3 for that playoff spot, but it just doesn't feel like it's any momentum moving this year. So we'll see if he can gain some steam and stop falling down if he scores a goal in future weeks. Live Squad beat up on Team Royer. PC was heavily favored to win this game. Not his biggest scoring output of the year, but he took care of business, got the job done. And as for Nate, started out with high hopes this season, but they've kind of all gone to pot here. He's now just 1-5 on the season and probably really frustrated. We're down to a 14 playoff. I don't think he has to win out, but I think he can really only afford to probably lose one more game, is it. So in a bad position and a little frustrated, our friend Nate Royer. And then finally, I post the high score of the week and a big win over John. That's right, the great one, the greatest of them all, Wayne Gretzky, giving me the standing O for my lovely bounce back performance after getting steamrolled by PC last week. And John, this is a third straight loss for John after starting the season 3-0. Now falls back in that massive conglomeration of 3-3 teams tied for that final playoff position. So let's check out these standings. Both Easy Work and Josh have leads in their respective divisions, both with a 5-1 record. PC sits just one game back of Josh at 4-2 in solid playoff position. But look at this group at 3-3. We have myself, James, Grant, and John currently in playoff. All three of us tied, or four of us tied for the final playoff spot. Team Jamad, one game out there at 2-4. Team Royer and Champs are, I think, 8-6 is a bare minimum to make a 4-team playoff here. We'll see what can happen. But obviously at 8-6, they got to go 7-1 down the stretch to really be in the mix here. ESPN Power Rankings, not a lot of changes this week, not a lot of big moves. All the favorite teams basically won this week. So that would indicate there's not going to be a lot of moves. Bull City Ballers, number one. You heard my thoughts on this earlier in the show. Easy Work, number two. Live Squad, number three. Actually leading the league in scoring by about 7 points over Josh, but certainly has one less win. And as Chuck told us last year, winning games is what really matters. This Will Hurt drops down a spot to number four. Philadelphians up 2-5 after a 2-game winning streak. Are We Counting Pancakes drops 1-6 because they lost to Philadelphians. Make perfect sense. Too Legit to Quit up 1-7. The ESPN just never likes my squadron. I see what's up. I beat John this week. I had the same record as John, but I'm 3-3. I'm scored more points than John. What's going on here? I kid. John actually has outscored me on the year. He is 3. I am 4 in scoring. Team Jamad down 2-8. Team Royer up 1-9. Champs are here down 1-10. Week 7 preview with the Live Squad taking on This Will Hurt. Ordinarily, this would be a primetime matchup, but I've told you, with fewer teams, feels like every game's a primetime matchup this year. So these two teams going at it, boy, big time game right there, a divisional game as well. Easy Work taking on the Philadelphians. It's another divisional matchup. Philadelphians have won 2 in a row. Can they continue a charge, pull within one game of Easy Work at the top? We'll see. Champs Are versus Team Royer. One of these teams is going to get a much needed win. One of these teams is going on life support after the week is over. And then finally, I'm taking on Team Jamad, continuing to push forward in my hopes for a playoff position. But your game of the week, there's an easy one here. The Bull City Ballers at 5-1, taking on Are We Counting Pancakes? The team I believe is the best this year, taking on the team that was the best last year. What's going to happen? I don't know. Josh currently riding a 5-game winning streak. Second in this league in scoring. However, Grant, Fifth in scoring, not terrible, but he's just struggling to put together wins. Win some game, lose a game, win a game, lose a game. He's struggling. Current line has Josh as a massive favorite now. Grant does have a player on bye, so when it's a player, and it won't be this big, but Josh will definitely be the favorite in this game. I'm predicting Josh. I think Josh is going to continue this role he's on. He's in a great role right now. I look forward to continue. Josh for the dubs. And that's all I got for the week. So hope you have a great week. I hope you enjoy my hockey-themed video. I don't know if you all have favorite hockey teams, but mine's starting off with a real dud this year. So hopefully your fantasy teams do better than my favorite hockey team has done 3 games into the season. We will talk to you next week.